Welcome miniature fans. Today I'm going to show you how to make the little seaweed plants like I got around this shipwreck revenant. This is from Reaper Miniatures. It's a beautiful miniature, but one of my patrons who asked me to paint this for him wanted more weed. So I thought, while I was making up a way of how I can make this more of a weedy looking base, I thought I'd show you how I made it. It's a very simple technique, but I think it works great and it looks awesome for your underwater effects for your miniatures, for if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, etc. So what I'm going to do is give you a quick little rundown of how to make these beautiful little underwater seaweedy effects. The tools you need for today is I'm using some, this is from Green Stuff World Terrain Series. This is Tree Brush Light Green. It's a very nice light green colour, perfect for the underwater effects. We have some jewellery making wire. It doesn't really matter what size you use. You want to get a sturdy size. This is quite a thick wire. I use a lot of thinner wire for like making bows and arrows and stuff, but this one is a little bit thicker, but it's fantastic for what we need for today. I'm using some jungle moss by MSP Paints. This is what we're going to paint the wire with, and we've got some PVA glue, and we've also got super glue which we stick the wire onto the base with, and of course we need some clippers for the wire to cut, and one little paintbrush. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to take the lengths of wire for what we want for our base, so you can have it on any size. Now the first thing we do is we actually paint the green wire. Now I found it easier to actually paint the wire. It's easier to paint the wire while it's still on the actual spool. So what I'll do is I'll paint that little bit green, and then we'll cut that off ready for the next stage. So I'll just get some paint on my little palette, and I'll quickly do this in front of you now. It's a very simple thing to do, but what I find is because the wire is kept on the palette, it makes it so much easier to paint instead of fiddling around. So what we can do is we can just paint this green wire here, and it'll be done in seconds. Now I just need a tiny little bit of length there, and voila, and we're done. See, simple as that. And that's our wire already painted, and that's going to be our undercoat for the actual weed. So we'll give that a couple of minutes to dry, and then we'll come straight back. Now the wire has dried. All we need to do is cut the wire off with our snips. So we just take it off here, very simply, and we have our wire. Now all we need to do is we need to make it into a seaweedy type of shape, so it's flapping around in the water. So what we're going to do is just make a couple of little bends in the wire, like so. Simple as that. Then all we need to do is open our little tub of flocking, get our little brush, and we are going to cover this in some PVA glue. So we just go over there, the whole thing. Make sure to wash your brushes straight away in water as soon as you've used the PVA glue, or otherwise it will ruin your brushes. And then all we do is we dip this into the flocking, and the flocking will stick to the metal bar, like so. And there we are. All we need to do with this then is, once that's dry, we just stick it to the base, and there you are. Simple weed for your underwater bases. I hope you enjoyed this small little tutorial on how to make seaweedy bases. So until next time.